most incredible day as always. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another massive book haul. Are we surprised that I have spent again all my money on books? I am not. I have a serious book buying issue and I cannot control myself. I am absolutely obsessed with it and my Amazon wish list just grows and grows and I feel like I'm never fully satisfied until I have every single book off my wish list. So if you ever want to check out my wish list, want to know what I'm about to read, what I'm wanting to purchase, it's always in the description, so check it out. But today I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 books that I have bought probably within the space of not even 3 weeks. It's becoming a serious problem. However, I do kind of justify it by saying that a lot of the books I buy are from the works, which means they're usually £3 to £5 each, which I think is an absolute bargain if I do say so myself. So I try and justify it. It's not really justifiable, but anyway, without further ado, we are going to dive right in. I hope you guys enjoy and carry on watching. So the first book I purchased is The Honeydew List by Christina Lauren. I absolutely love Christina Lauren's writing. I think they are so incredibly talented. They are two people, by the way, that's why I say they, but they are two people. They've come together and they co-write books and their books are just so good. I have read a couple of their books now and I have not been disappointed. They are at least a 4-star read in my opinion, and The Honeydew List was really good. I actually only finished this fairly recently and I did really enjoy it. Essentially it's about two people who are both assistants to famous people and they come together. They are they're not really enemies to lovers, I suppose, because they don't necessarily hate each other, but they aren't really friends either. They're kind of just acquaintances, I guess, and it is kind of a acquaintance to lovers kind of book, I suppose. It's just really good. It drew me in. It's written incredibly well and I did really enjoy it and I really liked the ending. I feel like when you start reading this book, you go into it thinking like, is it a thriller? Is it a mystery? Is there a murder involved? And it is all explained throughout the book. So I do really love that about this book and I gave it 4 stars and I do stand by that. I think it was absolutely brilliant. So if you want a new book to read, this was really good. I bought it on a whim from the works. It was £3, so a bargain, had to buy it and it was a good read, so I recommend it. Sticking with Christina Lauren, the next book is Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating. Now I'm actually currently reading this one right now. As I'm filming this video, I am 10 pages in. I literally picked it up this afternoon for like half an hour, not even that, and I am really enjoying it. It's about a girl called Hazel, a guy called Josh, obviously, hence the name. I'm not necessarily sure what this is about. I don't tend to read the synopsis, so I'm not too sure, but I believe this is going to be a kind of enemies to lovers again vibe. I know that Hazel and Josh are more acquaintances. They have had a few awkward encounters so far. That's what I know within the first 10 pages, and I am going to imagine that something romantic is going to happen. I again picked this up because of the cover, because how stunning is that front cover? It's beautiful, and anything Christina Lauren I am loving at the moment, so that is why I picked this up, and it's just absolutely beautiful. I love the cover of it. Covers do draw me in, I'm not gonna lie. I'm definitely the sort of person that will pick up a book because of how the cover looks, and I know that's not necessarily ideal, but that is what I do, and I have not yet been disappointed apart from one book, which I think is in this haul. Yes. I didn't like it, but I'll get to that one in a minute. But this one, I just love the cover of it. I'm really enjoying it so far. The first 10 pages are great, and I'll let you guys know what I think in my September reading wrap up, so that will be involved in that, and I'm very excited. Another book by Christina Lauren is The Honeymooners. I read this one back in August and I absolutely loved it. I believe I gave it 4 or 5 stars. I can't remember now. I think it was 4, but I did really love this book. It's about essentially, again, an enemies to lovers vibe. It's a really good read. I'm not going to go into too much detail about each book and what it's about, but essentially this is about a girl called Olive who goes on a honeymoon with a guy who isn't necessarily he's not her significant other. They are enemies, but they kind of grow to like each other and things like that happen on the honeymoon, and I'm not going to explain anymore because it does ruin the story, but it is a really good book. I did really enjoy it. It is a little bit more of a chunky one, but I did really like that, so that one was really good. And again, I got this one from the works and it was probably less than £5, so an absolute bargain. If you guys want cheap and cheerful books, definitely check out the works. It is cheaper than Amazon, but sometimes they don't necessarily have all of the popular books, but they do have some really good ones in, so if you can go to the works, definitely recommend. Now moving on to 2 books by Karen M McManus. We have The Cousins and we have Two Can Keep a Secret. Now both of these I think are part of a series, although I do think that the first 2 books, which are the ones I've read so far, are kind of the stopping point of that series and then it moves on. So I'm not sure whether these are standalones or whether these are part of a series, but all the covers match, which does bring me joy because I love things that match, but I'm not sure whether it's part of a series or not, so I know it's probably not very helpful. But the other 2 by Karen were very mystery, murder kind of themed books. I really enjoyed them. I loved the One of Us is Lying book the most. That was my favourite. It is now a Netflix series, so if you want a new Netflix series to watch, I highly recommend it. I am still kind of getting through it though because I'm reading all the time at the moment, but it is really good. And yeah, I just picked these up simply because I cannot have a series and not have it finished, which you will notice because there is a few more sort of starting and middle series in this pile that I will be purchasing the rest of because I have no self-control whatsoever. So yeah, I bought these 2. These ones were from, I think these were from a shop in Bath actually, and I think I paid probably £8 a book, so not too bad, and I'm really excited to read those. The next book which I've actually read is The Intimacy Experiment. Now this is the book I picked up where I looked at the cover and I thought, yes, this is a bit of me, this is definitely what I'm going to be into, and I read it and it was a 2-star read at best. I did not like this book at all. I don't know what it was about it, I just could not enjoy it at all. I mean, firstly, the font is so small. I have shown this in my reading wrap up for August, so I won't go into too much detail about it now, but the font was so small, so the book felt like it was going on for absolutely ages. I did not like that aspect of it at all. And the storyline for me was just so dull and so boring. And I have read The Roommate, which is like part 1 of this series, which is also why I felt like I had to finish this one. But it just wasn't my vibe at all. I think I paid £3 for it, so it really wasn't expensive, but I wouldn't really recommend it. And I think The Roommate is a brilliant book. This is just boring and I wouldn't bother. So definitely read The Roommate by Rosie Dannon if you want to read a really good book, but this one is just not my favourite. Next up we have the second book in the Shatter Me series, which is Unravel Me, and I am still yet to read this. I really did enjoy Shatter Me. However, I do think that there is a novella in between Shatter Me and Unravel Me, so I do need to purchase that and then I can actually read this because I do want to read it in order. Otherwise I'm just going to confuse myself. But Shatter Me was a really good book. I bought the first one just to kind of test the waters. I do have a bit of an obsessive personality, and if you know me well, you'll know this for a fact, which is exactly why I have so many crystals, so many Doc Martens, and now my obsession is books at the moment, and that is kind of how I go, and I suppose it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's a very expensive situation. But I actually only bought the first one of this series, not sure whether I would like it or not because I found it in the works. It was again £5, so I picked this one up when I seen it in there as well. I did really like Shatter Me. It was really brilliant. It was something totally different for me. It's definitely more of a kind of futuristic fantasy kind of book, I guess. I don't know how else you would explain it. I'm not the best at explaining books, I'm not gonna lie, but it is a really good story. I do just want to make sure that I read the novellas first. But yeah, I bought this one from the works again, £5. It is a little bit bigger than Shatter Me, but I am excited to buy the rest of the series, which I will 100% be buying on Amazon as soon as I can. I just need to slow down because I have far too many books at the moment that I need to read that I think I just need a book buying pause. How long that will last, I don't know, but anyway. The next one I bought were We Were Liars. Now I have actually seen this book elsewhere and it has pink writing and not yellow, and I much prefer it. So am I slightly annoyed? Yes I am. However, this was like £3 from the works, so I thought I would pick it up, and my friend Kelsey read this. She said it was a good book. I don't think she loved it. Kelsey, let me know down below, comment and let me know, because I'm pretty sure you said you didn't love it. But I bought it anyway because it's just a small little book, and I just thought, you know what, it's literally just over 100 pages long, and I thought I would just give it a try myself. And I love a little short book. I just think that it's great for like a little sort of day read, or if you're kind of going travelling somewhere, it's a good book to read. So I'm excited to give this one a go. Again, got it from the works, was like £3, absolute steal. Really excited to give that a try. Then we have The Cheat Sheet. Again, I bought this one from the works and I'm so excited to give this one a try. I do think that this one is more, it's not a spicy romance, it's definitely more of a kind of easy read romance. That's from what I've heard. The only thing I hate about books, and I think I've said this before, is I don't know why they stick things on it that say like as seen on TikTok, but it's not a sticker, it's printed into the book. So in my eyes it just looks ugly now and it really annoys me. But I am really excited. It looks to me as if it's about a ballerina and a football player. So I'm really excited to read that. I believe it's probably going to be like an enemies to lovers sort of situation. I am quite excited about it, to be honest. But yeah, I do love a bit of spice. You guys know that. But it is nice to read a kind of PG book every now and then. So I'm excited to give this one a go. And again, the works, very good for books at the moment. The next book, again, I have actually read. And this book was probably one of my all-time favourite books I have read this past year. And that is Twisted Love by Anna HUANG. I think that's how you pronounce her name. I really hope I'm pronouncing it right. But it's by Anna. And this book was absolutely incredible. I really, really loved it. Have I bought the rest of the series? Yes, I have. It will be in a separate haul video though, because I am currently collecting more and more books to add into that video. This book was everything I wanted and more. It had spice, it had romance, it had plot twists, it had enemies to lovers. It was just so good, and I'm so excited for the rest of the series. And I'm so also very thankful that the books that I've bought are going to be all the same size, because I know that some of them Twisted Lies is really short, but on Amazon they all come the same size. So if you want to order these, get them from Amazon and they will all be the same size, hopefully. Mine were, I think. So yeah. Anyway, Twisted Lies is the same, so that's all I know so far. But anyway, Twisted Love, what can I say about this book? 1,000,000 out of 10. It was absolutely incredible. I got mine from The Works. Again, I found it in there for £6 instead of £9. Absolute steal. And I think the rest of the series, each book is about £7 something on Amazon, so it's really not that expensive, and I think it's definitely worth it. It's such a good book. If you have read this, please let me know your thoughts and opinions. But yeah, 1,000,000 out of 10, fantastic read. The next book is another book from The Works. I just go into The Works and I seem to pick up like 30 books at a time, so I have a lot of books from The Works, and this is The Heart Principle by Helen Huang. I think that's how you pronounce it. They also wrote The Kiss Quotient, which I also have, which is going to be in another video. But this book, I personally picked it up because the cover was just a vibe. Do you know what I mean? I looked at the cover and I thought, yeah, it's got a motorbike on it. It's got some cool girl on it with glasses. I don't even know what this is about, but I'm so excited to give it a try. I have heard a few great things about this book. And I'm just very excited to give it a read. So that was that one. Again, £3. I could not say no, and I'm just really excited to give it a go. So that is another book I purchased. And last but definitely not least is Win, Lose, Kill, Die by Cynthia Murphy. Now, I picked this one up from Waterstones. I couldn't remember then. From Waterstones. Now, it's very rare for me to go into Waterstones and pick up a book and just purchase it there and then, because books are quite expensive. Each book I purchase and I want is usually around just under £10, and I feel like I don't want to ever just purchase something and hate it, because I have done that before. So I tend to put things on my Amazon wish list, I mull it over for about a month, and then I purchase it because I watch so many videos of people reading it and giving reviews. This book, however, really drew me in because on the sign in Waterstones it says, if you love Holly Jackson, who wrote A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, and who else was it? I think it might have been Karen M McManus of One of Us is Lying, I'm pretty sure. Then you would love this book, and both of those books I adore with my whole heart. I absolutely loved them. So I was like, do you know what? Waterstones, I'm going to trust you on this one. And I bought it. It was £8, so I'm so excited. And on the back, I will read it to you because I feel like it's interesting to know. It's a very short one, which I love. So on the back it says, everyone wants to be head girl until the murders begin. The students at Morton Academy are high achievers selected based on academic intelligence. So when a series of murders target the school's brightest and best, the pressure is on. Someone is determined to clear their path to the top and they'll stop at nothing. But who is it? I am so excited to read this book. I just can't wait. It's definitely something up my street. I love a good murder mystery. I love a good mystery. Something that keeps me on my toes. I absolutely love. So yeah, that is the last one in this haul. I cannot wait to read it. I will definitely let you guys know what I think, because I'm so excited. If you loved A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, which I know some of you have bought because of me, so let me know down below, then I would give this one a go. Maybe we could all read it together, because I'm just so excited that I might have to read it as soon as possible. So yeah. that is the last one. So that is everything for this book haul. I really hope you guys did enjoy this video, and please leave me a comment down below just letting me know some book recommendations or what you're reading at the moment. If you know any books that you think I would love, I would absolutely love to know down below. And again, I have my Amazon wishlist down in my description, so you guys can check out what's on my TBR, what's on my wishlist, what I want to buy. There is a lot of spice on there, but if you have any recommendations, do let me know down below. And yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please make sure you do, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!